Shane. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Shane? And he is giving a speech from the Conflict Communication Manual today, and it's Organize Your Speech. He says that he assumes that many of you have a resume. Now, my resume is not quite polished up. The last one I had was 1965. But a lot of you have that because you're ready to catch that job in case it comes. Have any of you ever hired people and looked through resumes? No, I have. I can remember going down as an engineer, engineering manager. We need to get 10, 20, 30, 40 engineers in the campaign that started January 1st. And so we would go down, and we had, every Monday morning we'd go down, about 10 of us engineering managers, and there would be a stack of resumes this tall. And so we'd go through them. And all we wanted to do was get back to work. But we wanted to select the best. And the first thing, the gravy standard. 2 misspellings plus company name misspelled. And so it was easy to sort through all those. Well, Dylon has experienced that because he's a recruiter for WSI healthcare personnel. And today he's going to give us some resume tips with a speech, Amaze with Resumes. Welcome, Dylon.
I'm sure most, if not all of you, already have a resume. But is your resume the one that is going to draw the attention of the decision maker that you want it to? Is your resume going to be the one that's chosen out of the pile that Jeff mentioned from the floor to the ceiling that you have to go through? Has anybody here had to hire someone before besides Jeff? I know Jeff mentioned he did. You'll find yourself after a while finding any reason, any little thing, any little flaw, punctuation, spelling, doesn't matter, finding any kind of reason to discredit that document and go on to the next. You have 200 plus to go through, and you just want to find that one or those 3 of those people that you're looking to interview. I did bring a sample, in case anybody's wondering what a resume looks like. This is a resume for you. It's just a standard template. So I've had numerous people call me throughout the times that I've been hiring, as that is my only job at this place, is to hire people and get them through credentialing. And they always ask the same questions. What can I do to improve my resume? Why is my resume not drawing attention with these employers? And it got to the point where I decided that it would probably be a good idea for me to kind of get some answers, or maybe come up with a list of things that might help. So I met with our director of recruitment and training and development. It's a long job title. And we went over about 20 resumes and came up with some very interesting things that I've put out on a checklist I'd like to share with you today that might help. I do realize that everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and what doesn't work for everybody, or what doesn't work for one person might work for the other. So this is just kind of a general outline of things that might help spice up your resume, or have it draw the attention that you want it to. The first thing that I always stress to everybody is research and follow directions. Be sure to very thoroughly read the posting. Do whatever research you can on this company, if it's a company that you're applying to. Find out who the decision maker is. Always address them personally if you can. And be sure that you do follow anything that they put on the direction. If they want to see your salary requirements, be sure to include that. The next is going to be your cover letter. You want your cover letter to be maybe 6 to 8 sentences, You don't want it too long because somebody's going to lose interest after they get reading into it. You want it to just be quick, to the point, professional template, generally 12-point font, and easy to read font. Be sure you have very good grammar and literature as well. The template, I would say don't go with anything that's going to give somebody seizures, but at the same time you want it to draw attention, so go with something. It's really up to you, but go with something that you think is going to catch the eye. That's the best way that I can phrase that, is you do want to catch the eye. The style should always be ease of read, and it shouldn't be hard on the eyes. It should catch your attention and make you say, okay, what's going on with this person? Your objective. I get so many people that list their objective as looking for a job as this, and that's their job title. Very generalized nouns. For the objective, you really want to sell yourself. Always be sure to tell them who you are and what's important to you, not what you're looking for. And like I said, do not generalize nouns. Try to cater your objective to maybe that company's mission statement, or in some way have it relate to them. Be sure to always use the same tense especially when you're talking about previous jobs. Be sure to use it in the past tense, and don't jump around and say, I did this, now I'm doing that. Your duties should be a list of duties, what you put on your job description. I saw a very interesting one that was a list of duties followed by a list of accomplishments and achievements with a little check mark by them. It was like, this is what I did, this was my objective, and this is what I accomplished. That was my reward kind of thing. I thought that was really cool the way that was. Always put your education in there. I wouldn't put too many details about it, just the school, the year you graduated, and the city and state, the degree that you obtained. I don't think that anything more than that's necessary for education. One thing that I can't stress more is social media. Everybody uses it now, and everybody needs to be aware of that. If you have Facebook accounts, Twitter, LinkedIn, any of those things, I would say do not post anything online unless you want the public to know about it. That's my personal preference. I know there's ways that you can block and limit and such. I wouldn't put it up there unless I want everybody to know about it, because you never know how that's going to turn out. Somebody certainly could find it. Another thing that I thought was really interesting was when I had talked with Amy, she said that now they're not putting references available upon request. I've always done that my whole life. And I guess it's implied. You're not really supposed to do that anymore. And that's just kind of the trend, and that's the way that it seems that facilities are, and employers are looking for these types of things, and this is a way to catch the eye. I hope that this can help you in some way. Maybe your next resume will be the one that amazes somebody.